Bats are an incredibly diverse and unique group of animals, flying mammals that evolved to use sound to interpret their surroundings. This process of emitting sound and listening for the rebounding echoes is called echolocation, and is used by bats to navigate and forage. However, like humans and many other animals, bats also use sound to communicate in what are generally referred to as social calls. These social calls can be used to convey many different types of messages, such as help me, distress cries, or territorial and aggressive calls. They also use social calls to keep in contact with other individuals, such as while out foraging or even at the roost. Bat calls, both echolocation and social calls, are as unique as the bats that produce them, with each species having a unique echolocation signature. Most bat calls are above the human threshold for hearing, ranging from 30 kHz and up, while human threshold is about 15 to 20 kHz. Social call frequencies tend to be much lower and are very often audible to the human ear. We are just beginning to understand the significance of social calls. What are bats saying? Who are they talking to? Do other bat species listen in on these calls? Hi, my name is Alyson Brokaw, a first-year graduate student at Humboldt State University. In my thesis research, I aim to address questions about bat communication. I will do this by eavesdropping on bats through the use of bat detectors. With the help of infrared video cameras, I will also match these sounds to behaviors and determine why the bats are saying what they're saying. These infrared video cameras will also help me determine how bats respond to the social calls of other species and each other. This research will investigate questions about how animals communicate, offering clues to the process and evolution of vocal communication. It will also offer insight into a unique group of animals. While they appear numerous in many places now, bats are in big trouble. Natural habitat is being replaced by development and agriculture, and bats are being exterminated as pests. Most recently and devastatingly, bats have been facing a new fungal disease called white nose syndrome, which is obliterating entire populations in much of eastern North America. The more we understand about bats, the more we can help them survive. Along with other efforts, social calls may help deter bats from places they shouldn't be, such as windmill farms or white nose infected places, or even just attics where people don't want them, and direct them to places where they can thrive.